What's up, everybody? Christina Jordan here, your board certified master nutritionist, and this evening we are with these two lovely ladies. Each of them have lost over 50 pounds each. So Teresa, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi guys, a lot of you know me. I'm Teresa Lane, and as of last Wednesday, I've lost over 75 pounds.
Woohoo! In fact, it's 77.
Yeah, 77.
77 you've lost so far, and that has been since January.
Yes.
So in the last 10 months, she is down 77 pounds, and maybe more as of today. We don't know, right?
I only weigh once a month. I don't go near the scale.
That's right.
Any other time.
Throw it away.
That's right. And do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Vikki Jordan, and I am down 60 pounds total.
Yeah! Yay! And so I invited these ladies to share with you guys some of the wisdom, the tips, kind of like what to expect, and how is it that they've been able to lose this weight, and how are they doing this? Because I will tell you that if it were easy to lose weight, everyone would do it. If it were easy to stay on track, then every goal we ever set back in the new year, we would be at it right now. In fact, did you ladies know that it is the last 90 days of the decade?
No.
Not just 2019. Yes, it's the last 90 days of 2019 of the year, but it's also the last 90 days of the last decade. Wow. I know. We are about to step into a new decade, you guys. And I want you guys to step into it. You too. Yeah. Me too. All of us. I want us all to step into this strong, healthy, stepping into the new year. Yes. Step into it with that warrior mentality. Yeah. So what would you say are some of the best things that you've done? Well, first of all, let's hear your background. Here, scoot over towards me.
Well,
let's hear your background.
Before I came to join Fit Body, I ran assisted livings. I did it for a very close doctor and his wife, and I did that for about 10 years and still never ever went under 200 pounds ever.
No, and you were busy. You had you were working a lot of hours, a lot of stress, lots of physical issues going on, yet you still couldn't lose the weight. Now you're a single mom.
Yep, single mom of two beautiful boys.
Yes.
I am a cancer survivor, stage 2 ovarian.
Nice.
That was difficult, but that was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Yeah. And
people think when you change how you eat that it's a diet. It's not. I'm here to tell you that Fit Body is not a diet. No. It's a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
And I've only been doing it since this past January.
Right.
Almost a year.
Yeah. So 10 months.
Yeah.
You've been at 10 months.
If I can do it and be able to afford it and still be my children on the same plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone else can do it.
Yes.
And I love how nice and connected and everything that we are with our people.
Right. It's really a community.
It is.
And do you want to share your background?
Yeah, I am a mom, a nana, a business owner, and it was really hard. Like 4 years ago, I mean,
They don't know.
Oh, they don't know. I'm sorry.
We're talking to them.
Hi. Like 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, I had lost my job of 15 years, and at the same time, the house that we were renting to own, they came to us at court ordered, said get out all at Christmas time. This all happened at one time. All at one time. I'm like, really? Could we just, more things?
Yeah.
So we had to get out of the house. We had to go move in with my parents. I had went through a loss of identity, a loss of purpose. I mean, it was really, really hard. And you had told me your cortisol levels through the roof, through the roof, because I just gained weight, belly fat, just
really
gaining
rapidly
weight.
too.
Yeah,
it was very rapid.
Very rapid. And it seemed like nothing would help to get it off. And then I came to you and I said, I'm so done. I can't do this anymore.
Right.
And
you needed help.
Yeah, definitely needed help. And so we got on the supplements, got on the detox, got on the stress, the
stress fix.
The stress fix, just amazing things that was able to really reteach me how to eat, because I became a comfort eater. I became a stress eater.
How to control those cravings. And how to overtake those emotional eating moments.
Right. And I'm sorry, when you go through things, you're going to have emotional moments.
Absolutely.
You just do, you know.
Absolutely.
But it's what you do with them. And I chose food as my comfort.
Right. And so we had to
Yeah.
retrain you, and you've now lost
60 pounds now.
60
Yes.
pounds. And you have a
Yep.
goal coming up, right?
I do.
You want to share your goal?
That's my goal. My goal is to lose another 60 by the time I'm 60.
Yes.
That's my goal.
Well, that's
Yes.
a good goal.
60
Yeah.
by 60.
So,
she's
July,
down. She's
next
halfway
July,
there.
next July, I'm halfway there. So next July, and then I'll be down to the size that I feel is good for me.
It's a
Right?
healthy
It's
size.
a healthy
It's all
size.
about
I'm not looking to
where
be
you feel
skinny and all that.
No.
I just want to be healthy.
And I
you
think
know?
that's one thing that you'll find at Fit Body is we are not about placing you in a box saying
No.
you have to be this size or this is what's healthy.
Right.
What's healthy for you may
Yeah.
be different for someone else. And the same thing with the weight loss plans. Just because I like fish doesn't mean she likes fish. She hates fish. Just because I
yeah.
eat fish every day doesn't
yeah.
mean she has to.
No.
So you do
but-
grapefruit. I can't do
So,
grapefruit.
and I love grapefruit,
I
but you
can't do
hate
grapefruit.
grapefruit.
I hate
And that's the
grapefruit.
thing, everybody's
Yep.
different. And I think
Yep.
whenever you take that mindset that my journey is going to look different than your journey,
Yeah.
and your journey will look different than her journey,
Yeah.
and your journey will look different than all our journeys. The point is you find what works for you and you make it fit for
Right.
you.
Right.
And when you fall off track, because
That's
it
okay.
happens,
Oh, does it happen?
it happens.
It happens. Yeah.
You have to just dust yourself off, hold
Yeah.
your head high, and say, I got this. I'm
Yeah.
getting back on track.
Yeah.
And I think what a lot of people realize is that whenever you are going through this journey and you do fall off track, it's not the end of the road.
No, it's not.
No. It's not.
And don't beat yourself up because I did that. I got
I
off
did
track.
too.
I got off track for like I'm talking a week because once you do one thing,
Right.
then you're off track for another day.
Yep.
Now it's a habit by the third day, and then by the end of the week, I've just felt like, oh, okay, I'm such a loser.
Do you
I
want to
can't
know
even-
why?
You know,
I'm sure
Yeah.
you guys want to know why.
Yeah.
The scientific reasoning behind whenever you fall off track once, why you feel like you are so off track, is because what it does in your body is it spikes your cortisol, and you literally begin to crave those foods
So now you're craving the
to
bad-
keep your blood
yeah,
sugar
all
up
the
as
carbs
it's
and
starting
stuff.
to level
Yeah.
out.
After you
Wow.
work so hard to get those cravings out and
Away.
away.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's almost
Exactly.
like starting with that particular craving because all cravings are different.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
I remember Mom brought home a dozen donuts
Oh.
at the
Mom.
beginning of the challenge, and
She's pedaling.
when I started the challenge, the New Year, New You.
Yeah.
And I remember standing at the counter, talking myself down from a donut.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Like it was
Right.
it was real. Like I would
Yeah.
walk away and come back,
Really?
walk away
Uh-huh.
and come back. And then my oldest comes out and he's like,
What are you doing? And let me tell you, that is the absolute truth. Your subconscious needs your voice. So when you guys are going through a temptation,
Yeah.
you know, we've all done it, right?
Yeah.
I can agree. I remember hiding in my car with a bag of mini bagels,
Oh.
preparing to eat them. And we can't think away these negative
Right.
thoughts. We can't think away these temptations.
Right.
We have to speak them because our subconscious needs to hear it.
Yeah.
It needs to hear, no, I'm in control. No, I got this. I'm in control. I've come too far to be told what
That's
to do
right.
by a cookie.
Yeah.
I've
That's
come
right.
too far. And literally what a lot of people don't realize is that cravings, they don't start in the stomach.
it's
They
mental.
start in the
mind.
brain.
Yeah.
This is
because
where they
it
start,
associates,
you
it
guys.
associates with a fun time.
It does.
Absolutely.
You look at this and you go, oh, I remember I used to have
Or
this
comfort.
or that. Or,
Right?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So let me
Yeah.
ask you, when did you notice that you felt more in control? How long do you think it takes for you? Because everybody's different.
For me
Yeah.
personally, it was probably after the first month.
Yep,
Once
me
I was
too.
able to successfully change my nutrition, everything else kind of fell into place.
Yeah.
And the
And
cravings
now 10
just-
months into it,
I don't even blink.
no. Your
Yeah.
kids could eat
Yeah.
a pizza in front of you and you'd be like, that's nice
Yeah.
for you, but I'm good with my
Well, one
chicken
of my
salad.
kids will. My youngest actually eats the Fit Body way. He physically gets sick if he has cake.
That's
Like,
right.
At Axton's birthday party, he physically
Yes.
got sick.
I remember. And so,
Carrying him out of the trampoline place.
Oh, it
like,
was horrible.
It was bad.
Poor thing.
so you've also gotten your husband eating healthy with you.
Yes, he is now eating healthy because that's what I fix.
Exactly.
You don't give him
Sorry,
Exactly.
honey, sorry. And you
And
know what?
he'll-
He's so
he'll eat
good
whatever
with that.
you want.
He's good with that, and he needed to lose some belly fat, and he's actually coming down in about 25 pounds. And
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
so good for him.
It's
and-
true. It's
yeah.
true. Because
And
we
like
are
to do it together.
We are
Yeah.
the leaders
Yeah.
of our home. And honestly, you guys, a lot of people want to know if you're a parent. They want to know, oh, how can I do this if I have a family? What if they're not going to join me? And honestly, who cares? Somebody has to take the lead. Somebody has to take charge.
Do you know what made it really easy for me and my family was doing the challenge. Like I signed up for the challenge, and then I told my boys about it, and I told them, hey, we're going to be eating this way. You can help me make the menu. We're going to be eating this way, and let's do this.
Right.
And they love it. They got so excited. They liked being able to pick between foods.
Yeah.
And it
Having
turned
a
out
menu
really
is
well.
kind of a luxury.
It is.
When you say in today's really busy, fast-paced lifestyle, we don't sit down to make a menu, and it feels very luxurious to actually do that, even to plate our food.
To go in the kitchen and go, what are we having?
And sit down and
sit down and eat it. And that's a great tip for you guys. If you really want to feel like you're getting to enjoy food, really enjoy it.
Sit down.
Put it on a plate. You are the queen of making things look pretty.
Yeah.
She's an interior designer.
Thank you.
And so she has this natural gifting of making things look pretty. And that's one thing that you do really well is you don't just eat out of the bag or just throw it on a sloppy plate. You make it look nice.
You know, and that's part of the whole experience.
Right?
Because you have to have an experience. Like you go out to dinner, you haven't, they give you an experience.
That's why we go out to dinner, right?
Yes.
Because honestly, I think some things I know I could get cheaper, and I know I could probably prepare it how I want it better.
Right.
But we go out to dinner to get the break or to have the experience, and you're right.
Or even just to relax.
Yes, and why don't we do that at home?
I don't know.
We should. and that's something that I know that we do here. That makes, if I could give a tip to families out there, is we actually do real dinner. We do real family dinner where we plate it on a real plate, no plastic plates. The kids complain because they have to do dishes. And we plate it and it looks nice, and we eat with silverware we eat on the patio because we love eating.
It's the best time of year to do that.
Oh, for right now,
it's beautiful, and so we eat,
especially in Arizona,
and we eat together, and nobody's allowed to leave the table until we're all done, and we actually force the kids to talk and share about their day. I know you find out everything.
You
I
did
know.
what?
So what's something that has tempted you, and how did you overcome it?
The temptation that I have is chocolate.
Chocolate.
That's a big one for me.
Chocolate. So what do you do as your replacement? Because you guys, listen, this is the truth. You never actually remove a craving.
You replace
You
it.
replace,
You have to replace it.
So like I want to know what you did. What did you
Well,
replace?
what I do, and I don't get a lot of cravings. I just don't anymore because
Right. 'Cause you're eating more often.
eating better, and plus the mindset. You know, because I did get off track for a while, and now that I'm back, I mean, I've been back and going strong for about 5 weeks, and it's like I really don't have the cravings like that anymore. But every once in a while, I do a chocolate, and sometimes I use the chocolate protein bar.
Yes.
Now I know
That's
those
a
are
good
once in a while,
Yeah.
but that's all I need.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I go, gotta have some chocolate, so I grab a protein bar.
Yeah, true story, you guys. When I started my journey, my cravings, and this was every night, we would actually go out to Sonic, and we would get a large Oreo cookie milkshake.
I remember those.
With French fries, and I would dip them in it every night.
Yeah.
And I had such a bad habit built up that my neural pathways, I couldn't even want it. I could be stuffed, and my brain went, we gotta go do it.
Because it's what you did. It's your habit. It's
Exactly.
what you do.
I did that with ice cream, like at night.
You said you were having like
yeah.
a half gallon or
Pretty
something.
much, you know, it wasn't like one scoop.
Yeah.
It was 3 scoops of 3 different flavors.
Whoa!
Wow.
You were-
Chocolate with, extra fudge. It was
Mm-hmm.
strawberry and almond.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that was an every night thing. It didn't matter at the time if
Yeah.
it was, I knew it was bad for me. I knew I shouldn't have been doing it.
What did you replace it with? How did you replace or stop that bad habit?
I just stopped.
You stopped, and you eat more now.
Oh yes,
I know that was big
definitely
for
eat
you.
more now. Like I would go days without eating, sometimes even a week,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would binge at night.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because I was running around taking care of what I did for a
Everybody.
living, my
Right,
boys,
right.
our mom, everybody.
Yeah.
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 I didn't put me first, and I think that would be probably my biggest suggestion to everybody is put your health first.
Yes.
Right,
Because
right.
if
Don't
you,
think it's being selfish. You're actually being very selfless.
Right.
And you're actually doing something that's good for your whole family, because
Yeah.
it's not just about you.
Right.
Your
right.
health affects everybody
around you.
It really does. It
Yeah.
really does. And so, like for me, when I have those cravings, because when I started my journey, you better believe I had cravings. They
She
were
did.
still there just
Everybody
because
does.
I wanted
I
to
saw
change.
her. I saw her
I
crave.
cried. I
Yeah.
went
Yep.
through the whole thing, you guys, because I was a
Yep.
food addict.
Yep.
And so whenever I quit, I had to trick my mind into thinking that we're still having fun. So what we would do is I would make a chocolate milkshake in a pretty milkshake glass.
I remember that.
And we would go for a walk, and then I would leave and have my milkshake because
Yeah.
I had to have a milkshake. And I did that for a good year. It took a year.
That reminds me
Wow.
of the first month was I had a craving of chips, and nothing I did was doing that craving until I called
Right.
you.
Yep.
I'm like, what do I do? And you simple said, eat a piece of celery. You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
the crunch will be good.
And that's
it has
exactly what
natural
I
Because
mean.
we want
sweetness.
crunch. You want that crunch.
You do.
You know? Yeah.
And so I believe that you can literally find a substitute,
Yes.
a healthy
for
substitute
everything.
for everything. Tacos. We love tacos. We live in
That's
Arizona where Mexican food reigns king here, and we love our tacos.
Yeah.
And so literally we still do Taco Tuesday. Our family looks forward to it. The kids love it. But we put ours in a really crisp butter leaf lettuce shell,
Yeah.
and it is so good. And then we substitute the meat for a healthier meat like grass fed, or we do fish. I know you don't like fish, but we do shrimp. We do ground turkey.
You could do the ground turkey.
There's so many other
It is.
options.
Have you had the turkey sausages?
No.
Yeah, they're
They
really
are
good too.
delicious.
Mhm.
Nice.
There's so many options. And another thing that, at least I'm sure we'll talk about what you guys have changed, but for me, a big change in my world is I totally started having breakfast. And I'm boring. I've had the same breakfast for the last 10 years.
I'm a
I have
breakfast girl.
2 eggs, a piece of fruit, or a serving of fruit, and a half an avocado every morning, hands down. Even on vacation,
Yeah.
I have to have it because it keeps me set and stable for my whole day.
Right?
Yeah.
I notice whenever I starve and skimp like I used to, because by the way, when I began my journey, I was 271 pounds and I was starving.
Right?
I literally was not eating. I eat 5 times more now than I did back then. Back then, I would eat 1 time a day, and it was a really horrible choice.
Yeah.
Horrible choice. And what are you girls doing now for your breakfast?
Oh, breakfast, it varies. I do switch it up. I'll either do the scrambled eggs or a paleo pancake once in a while.
Yes,
just
those
like
are
and
good.
if
once a
you're
week.
looking for that
It's really
recipe,
good.
a protein
Really
pancake,
good.
I actually shared it with you.
Yeah.
A great recipes to try. I have recipes for pancakes, crepes, waffles, and they're all on. I give it away for free. It's on my Fit Body social media on Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest, and also I have a brand new cookbook coming out with all kinds of recipes.
Yes.
In fact, you were a big part of helping with the smoothie recipe book.
Yeah, it
Because
was-
I know
it was a
sometimes
blast.
you do smoothies.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I had I really enjoyed trying out the different breakfast smoothies that are in it. No, didn't say that. But it's really good. Like a lot of them is good. And because of helping you do the book, I've started to incorporate those into my everyday.
Yeah. Those
Well,
are
not
amazing.
every day, but every other day.
Yeah.
Like we don't want you to replace real food.
Right.
Right.
You
But
want to eat real food.
smoothies are you definitely
Which
gotta
you're
check
touching
that
on
out.
a good subject.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to know what are my thoughts as a nutritionist on protein shakes and bars. And they already know my answer.
We get asked that a lot.
We do. And honestly, as a nutritionist, I love food. I would rather see you eat real food, just like you just said, real food, than going for a $4 protein bar
Yeah.
that has who knows what's in it. And that's another thing. I don't know what they put in it.
Right.
You know, I really don't know. I honestly, even for example, we got a salad that was supposed to have been healthy through a drive-through, and my husband found plastic in his salad. Plastic. And we're eating that.
Yeah.
And that
Yummy.
was like yesterday.
Oh.
Plastic in a salad. And so that's why honestly, prep your food at home.
Yeah.
That's a great way to stay on track, save money, you know, especially if you work and you have to take your lunch to work. Save yourself the hassle of going through the drive-through and do it at home. It's better for you. It saves you tons of money.
And you know what
saves
you're
you
eating.
time. You
Yeah.
know what you're eating.
You know you cleaned it.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. You know there's not gonna be plastic in your
Right.
salad.
Plastic.
And honestly, like coffees. Oh my gosh, a lot of us love.
I had a problem with
coffees.
coffee. I will admit it.
I had an addiction to Starbucks as well. It was frappuccinos, the chai tea frappuccinos. I was going 3 times a day when I started. And I know it was
I know.
bad.
I know.
When
I remember.
when you remember
I know.
we were spending over $200 a week. And so listen, you guys, don't tell me you don't have the money to feed yourselves well. If you are smoking, if you're drinking wine, or if you're hitting the Starbucks or the coffee places, take that money, set it aside, and use it to buy the organic apples. Yeah,
it's worth it.
They're $4 each, but so what? You're worth it.
Yeah.
You're worth it. And so I think we should give some tips on how to make healthier coffee, because everybody wants to know how to make a healthy coffee.
Yeah.
Right? I say make it at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Save the money, right? Save the money. Get yourself an organic cold brew that you can have at home.
And switch your sweetener if you're going to use
Yes.
it.
If you're gonna use sweetener,
See, 'cause
don't
I'm
use a
cream
chemical.
girl. I don't drink coffee a whole lot. I'm just not a big coffee drinker.
And that's okay.
But
you don't need
when
to
I
be.
do, it's decaf, and I have to have some creamer.
Well, if you're gonna use creamer, you need to use a whole, real
Right.
grass-fed cream, or go. Oh my gosh, Khalifa Farms has an amazing coconut almond cream blend. That's incredible.
That does
Oh, I
sound
haven't
good.
After this
That
video, we
sounds
can go
good.
try
Okay,
it.
'cause
Yes.
I have
tried
it.
that.
It's
Yeah.
it's awesome.
I have to
it's
have
awesome.
cream in my coffee. So that's been
I
my
have to have a
only,
little bit. It
That's
can't
my
be
only
dark.
vice, because I'm like, I have to have cream. I just do. I
But
can't
you
drink
don't
coffee
have to
by
have
that.
the sugar.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have the chemicals, you guys.
Right.
Because
Just
they do
because-
sugar-free creamer, but
Which is chemical. It's just
Yeah.
all a bunch of crappy chemicals.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people don't realize is they're like, oh, I'm having diet soda, diet this, diet that.
Diet
it's
is
got-
worse
no.
for
It's
you.
it's chemicals. You're
Yeah.
having chemicals. You are better off going real food. Remember, just get back to basics. I mean, you are what you eat. So don't be fast, cheap, fake, and easy. Just be real.
I love
be
that
whole.
saying.
Be organic. Just be you and eat real.
be Little House on the Prairie.
Yes, let's get back to basics.
You
And
know, for
so-
our new house, I'm talking about, like, I want a little garden, and I want to grow okra and
That'd be
grow
amazing.
fresh stuff. You know,
That's amazing.
I love it. Yeah.
And so we're going to end this video with a little bit of wisdom. And if you could share one bit of wisdom with the people watching right now, if you could give them one tip, one thing, one set of wisdom on why they should do this, why should they get healthy, why should they even listen to us? What's your wisdom?
That's so true, because there's times that, you know, I know, especially when she lost all the weight, I mean, everyone would be like, you know, oh my gosh, your daughter-in-law, she looks so great, and she's this and she's that, and then here I am walking around carrying all this extra weight. You know, I just think people are like, what is she doing? Well, I think what you do is you need to come to grips with yourself and just love yourself no matter what stage you're in. And once you do that, now you can say, okay, I don't want to be this size. Now I want to lose weight. I want to be healthier. I want to be rid of the acid reflux, which I've talked about that before.
It's about self-care.
Exactly.
Healthy eating, I believe, is
Exactly.
the greatest form of self-care. So if you're investing into massages or pedicures or facials or Botox or getting your hair done or your eyebrows done, then girl, you should be eating healthy, because that's the greatest form of self-care.
It's basically love yourself enough to make the right
That's right.
changes and the right
It's
decisions
so
in
true.
food.
It's
Love
so
yourself enough.
True.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good wisdom.
Well,
and
thank you.
Teresa, what would you say to someone watching right now? Like, why should they do this? Why should they get healthy?
I'm so sorry. I have something in my throat.
It's chocolate, isn't it? It's chocolate. I want it. No.
For me, there was more than one reason. I mean, if I had to name one, it would be do it for you.
Yeah.
Because if you can't do it for you, you can't be there for anyone else. I know I said that already, but for me,
No, that's good.
that was like this was it.
Yeah.
And I know I'm related to you, and I've seen your whole journey. That doesn't mean I was a part of your journey.
Right.
Right.
Everybody owns their own journey.
Yeah.
Right.
And just because your sister did it, or your mom did it, or your best friend did it, doesn't mean you get to glean off that. You got to
Right,
step up and
right.
take that accountability for yourself.
I think everyone really comes to a point where they want to make that change.
That this is it.
You know,
Yeah.
but it has to be your decision.
Yes.
Yes.
It can't be the decision of your friends or your spouse or this
Well,
that
no one
tells
can
you
do
what
it
to do.
for you.
Because no one can do it for
Yeah,
you. You're
no
the
one-
one.
And don't ever give up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ever. For
Yeah.
anything you want, truly in your heart. Don't stop. You got this. Keep going.
That's true, you guys. So we want to invite you, all of you watching right now, we want to invite you to do my Fit for Fall Challenge. It's kicking off October 5th. We're all doing it. And I'm excited because, like I said, we are in the last 90 days of not only this year, but this decade.
You know, I did not
Holy
realize
cow.
that until you said that.
It's crazy. I know.
I didn't
I
even
hadn't
think
realized
about
it myself until I went, oh my gosh, it's going to be 2020. Do you guys remember how we used to think like by 2020 we'd be driving flying cars to work? We were so wrong.
We're the Jetsons.
We're the Jetsons. I wish, you guys. I wish we had someone that just, we push a button and our meal comes out. But you know what? It still rings true. Good old fashioned commitment, tenacity, hard work, dedication, and honestly, getting what you both said, getting real with yourself and saying, if I need to make a change, I need to make a change. Yeah. Because if you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. You have to do something new. You have to. If eating that way for the last 20 years has given you the body of your dreams, then keep doing it. Yeah. But if you're less than happy with it, then let's make some changes. And I'm telling you, just like these girls are saying, it's not hard. It's not going to be miserable. It's not going to be boring. It's going to be actually a lot of fun. And if you could just embrace this new season, you're stepping into a new season.
A new decade.
A new decade.
That's crazy.
Let's rock the next decade.
Let's rock that next decade. Yeah. And honestly, if you didn't achieve what you had hoped to in the last 10 years, or even this year, it's not too late.
No, it's never too late. And that's the great thing. And one of the other things that you say all the time is if you're out and you're eating, you always say choose one of the two, lesser of the two evils.
Yes,
right.
And pick your treat.
Yeah,
pick your treat.
And so, that's also something that I always do.
Yep. Right. Instead of saying I'm having a treat day or a treat meal, pick one item.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And never tell yourself is like, oh, I can't have that. I can't have that.
Right? We don't do can't.
Or I choose.
You know what? The biggest thing is also, well, when I lose all the weight, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to eat all that.
Right?
Remember how I used to be like, it's all right. When I get down to this, then I'll be able to have cake or then I'll be able to do that. And you know what? That's not what it's about. Hurry up and get small so you can eat bad again. Because I guarantee you,
that's a diet.
You're not supposed to.
Exactly. That's a diet. Because a diet has an expiration date.
Right.
And a diet is very restrictive, where a lifestyle change says...
Lifestyle means it's just what you do.
This is just life. This is how we eat. Yeah. And honestly, I think that's the biggest difference between Fit Body and a lot of these weight loss clinics out there is they put you on this diet that has an expiration date. You'll do this for 30 days, and then you're done.
Or they want you to live on 500 calories.
Yes. Or completely eliminate carbohydrates and fruit, and that's not livable, and that's not enjoyable.
No.
In fact, your body will actually go into a big crisis mode, and your hormones will get off whack, and then it sets you up to gain a ton of weight later. And so by doing it this way, it's safe. Yeah. It's healthy, it's sustainable, it's enjoyable.
It's doable.
It's doable, and your body will love it. You should actually be getting healthy, not skinny.
Yes. That's right. I love that. I love that.
A healthy weight will follow, but you should be focusing on getting your body at its healthiest, and then everything else falls into place.
And it's not a race.
No.
You get there when you get there.
You get there when you get there, and you just keep going, just keep going. Yeah. I've had patients with me for years. Yeah. And they're still working on their journey. Yeah. And that's what's so beautiful. It's that tenacious spirit that I'm not giving up. Yeah. I will not quit. I will not give up. And you know what? We all have our days where we treat or fall off track. But that's what's so cool is when it's a lifestyle, you just get right back on.
That's right. Yep.
You just go right back to it.
Yep. Your next choice will be a better choice.
Yes.
As long as you don't stay there.
Right.
You don't mess up and then beat yourself up for it and go, well, I've already messed up. I might as well mess up the rest of the day.
Well, it's like forgetting to brush your teeth.
Yeah.
We've all done it, right? We've all left the house and forgot to brush our teeth. It doesn't mean that because we did that, we never brush our teeth again.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, well,
I never brushed my teeth again.
Yeah.
Oh, well. No, you get back home and you brush those pearly whites as soon as you remember.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's how it works. And honestly, healthy living, follow that same principle of, I may have forgotten, fallen off track, messed up, whatever, but I'm getting back on track now. As soon as you can, just get back to it. Just like you said, make a better choice. Make a better decision now. Just like right now, you can end this video and you can just forget everything we said and go eat your bowl of ice cream before bed and a bag of chips and don't pack your lunch. Or,
sounds good. Do you have that?
No. Or you could turn off this video. You could go pack your meals for tomorrow, some healthy snacks. You could sign up for our 60-day fall challenge, and you could write down some goals of what you want to do in the next 90 days.
Yeah.
I mean, you have two choices.
Yeah.
Life or not life.
Right.
Life or not life. I say choose life.
Choose life.
I chose life.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you're starting. It doesn't matter if you have a big support group or not. You know,
Either way, if you come to us, we will be your support at the
Yes.
same time.
Yeah.
you do.
We have a wonderful team.
Yes,
Yeah.
We
do.
really do.
We have an awesome
one of a
team.
kind.
Yeah.
It is. It really is a one-of-a-kind team where we actually tell our patients, welcome to the family.
Yep.
It's about joining the Fit Body tribe, the Fit Body family, where when you call us, you're not calling a call center.
No.
You're going to talk to
Right.
her
Or
Audra, or sometimes even I answer the phone,
Yeah.
or one of our other nutritionists. We actually pick up the phone and you talk to real nurses,
Real
nutritionists,
people.
and
Yeah.
coaches. You talk to real people who are going to help you, and that's what's so cool. When you send us an email, I'm actually replying. Like, we actually are right there, ready to help you. So I challenge you, turn off this video, go to our website, fitbodyweightloss.com, and join us. We want you to do this challenge with us. We want you to join with us, and let's make the rest of the year the best of this year, you guys. So thank you so much.
good.
Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me.
Thank you.
Coming in and doing this video.
You're
It was
welcome.
fun.
It was
You guys
fun.
shared a lot of good wisdom.
Yes.
And I think if they listen, they're going to have a great turnaround.
Yep.
An awesome end of the year.
A great decade coming up.
A great
I
decade.
still
Yes.
can't believe a decade.
It's crazy.
I know.
All right,
I know.
you guys, we hope to see you signing up soon. And it does start October 5th. It goes through December 5th. That's my challenge. And we have 2 options for you to choose from. You can do no product, no supplements, just join the challenge. It's $79, and it includes over $500 of all my educational materials, including my healthy eating plan, my workout program, my brand new smoothie book
That's amazing.
that is released
That's
before
amazing.
anybody.
Those alone, you will see
Incredible results.
changes.